Well, improvisation, we call it the practice of cynghaneddaz. That's the name of the craft, that it's about 1,500 years old. It's nearly as old as the Welsh language. We think that the Welsh language is 2,000 years old, one of the Celtic languages. But improvisation is an integral part of the Welsh language. We can even go as far as to say that cynghaneddaz is a part of having kept the Welsh language alive. You cannot distinguish between the rules of poetry and the history of Wales, and also the memory of who we are, because you have to remember that we live next to one of the biggest imperial countries in the world, and it is not easy to be a small language, a minority language, next door to a neighbour who does rule us through a central government, and that is very difficult sometimes, because what they want is not what we want. And we only feel that when we come to places like Basque Country, Gwlad y Basque, and we feel that other people as well have their struggles the same as us. And that does make us feel stronger, that we maybe are a small nation, a small language, with approximately 500,000 speakers out of the 3 million people in Wales, in Cymru. We must remember as well that Wales is other people's name for us. It means foreigners. So we usually don't say Wales, we don't say you are Welsh, we say Cymru, because that means the people from this place. Wales actually means the foreigners' country. And we're not foreigners in our own country. So it's a very, very complex history, but cynghaneddaz has kept that flame alive, the flame of a nation that will not die. It doesn't matter who lives next to us and who imposes their rules and their laws on us. The Welsh language, yr iaith Gymraeg, will live on as long as we want it to live on. And that's the sense, that's the history, that's the principle that is carried throughout the ages in our poetry, in cynghaneddaz. So just carrying it on is a political act in itself. Being able to improvise is a political act, because we are doing it in the face of everything which is trying to tell us not to do it. Don't cause any trouble, don't create any upheaval, don't follow the rules, be good little people, and everything will be okay. But there is a rebellion, a natural rebellion, in the fact that you do improvise. So politically we tend to be on the same wavelength. We want our nation, we want our language, and we want our history to live on.